Welcome back again, folks. This is Anthony Valentine, your camper nerd. Today I'm going to be showing you around this very lovely 1996 Autosleeper Amethyst. It's the Mark V, what we call the smiley front Transit 2.5 turbo diesel chassis on the famous monocoque single fiberglass body. I actually took this in part exchange about 18 months ago. We never got around to doing anything with it for about 6 months. It got put back to the back of the pile. We were very busy early on in last year's pandemic. Anyway, I sold it to my next door neighbour, the pub landlord, on my next door neighbour at the business premises here. He had it for about 6 months, didn't do much with it. Unfortunately, come to it just before Christmas and it wouldn't start. The only thing about these engines, these 2.5 DI direct injection, are virtually indestructible, bomb-proof, very tried and trusted engine and powertrain by Transits, went on for years. The only problem was they were getting stolen. They were so popular. So Ford managed to do a very high-end immobilizer system. So it went off the key transponder, and that talked to the ECU and also within the fuel pump. Now the good news is it was very hard to override, so it did stop these getting pinched. Unfortunately, if anything went wrong with the fuel pump, it's not a 2-minute job. You have to strip it down. It's a big job, and that's where the problem started for the next door neighbour who sold it. So I took it back, I bought it back off him, took it into the garage, Diesel Bob's in Preston. These are the experts on this, and it's had, I'll just show you now. So it's had a brand new, not a cheap job, just over £1,000. So it's got a brand new later Bosch fuel pump. They said it'll actually give it a little bit more brake horsepower. The only thing is with these ones is when you start them from cold, just from cold, it'll just tick over. What the word you say? A little bit lumpy. Just a little bit lumpy, just for a minute or so, couple of minutes, warms up, absolutely perfect. Well, that's how they come out the factory. So I've got the invoice for that. When he was doing it, obviously he wasn't going to just put a pump on when he had it stripped down, so I had a fuel pump, filters, cam belt. On test drive, he recommended a clutch. So he said, you know what, we've gone so far, we went all the way. The bill, I'll show you the bill shortly, come out at just shy of £2,000. So that's a fuel pump, filters, full service, new clutch, so it wants for nothing. I took it in for MOT a couple of weeks ago. What did it want? It wanted a tyre, so it's had a new tyre. Oh, it had a slight diesel leak. Back under the bonnet, I forgot about that. All it was on one of the bleed valves here, it just needed nipping up, that screw there, just needed nipping up half a turn, and that was resolved. Something else I can't remember off the top of my head, but those 2 or 3 little jobs were carried out, and it's now got a new 12 months MOT with no advisories. Okay, it's had 12 owners and it's got no service history. The last owner didn't have any service history. I can't get to the bottom of the story. They had it in storage for a while. They said they weren't handed it by the previous owner. It's 96, so it's 25 years old. Something of this age you would expect 6, 7, 8 owners, so it's got 3 or 4 more owners than you would expect. It's also only done 22,000 miles. Now, it drives fantastic. The gears are nice and tight. The steering, the marks on the steering wheel, everything else, I can fairly confidently say it is 22,000 miles. I'll do a picture of, we've checked out the MOT history from brand new, and it all checks out. So yeah, but everything about it is fantastic. The only thing to note is this, I've got some windows open to show you. A previous owner has had a new window made, and they've bolted this in or screwed it in permanent. So this window now, it's watertight, there's no water ingress anywhere, but it is fixed in solid. All the other windows open as they should. Incidentally, I just had a habitation service last week and everything checks out. When we had it about 6 months ago, took it back in, bought it back off the last owner, and we had so many vehicles going out. I'm well known for my love of Autosleeper. There's another one there, there's another one around the side, a couple behind the camera. We had a few sold and I had to pinch a couple of bits off it. There was a couple of knobs I pinched, a couple of lights, So what I've done is replace the lights, but they're now upgraded to the LED lights. I'll show you that shortly. And we were waiting for a tap set in the bathroom. That's all fitted now. So everything inside works as it should, and it's now been issued with a new habitation certificate. Okay, so coming around, so we've got the, just quickly show you there, we've got the LPG gas bottle facility there. You've got 1 6-kilogram propane bottle to get you started, but you've got room there for a second. You've got the 2-bag Fioma rack. I'm showing you the lights working, the windows working. You've also got the awning. I'll do a picture of that. Bodywork, it is absolutely fantastic. We've just given it a wash and a clean over. I've even given it a wash on the roof, as I'll show you shortly with the drone footage. Just a couple of scratches on the rear bumper here, and that's because the stays here are not bolted in there. So what's happened is that's just scraped on the floor. So that's a very large area underneath. Thetford cassette toilet, industry standard, flush in there. Again, these windows are working as exactly as they should. Coming round, a couple of wheel trims are cracked, so I've just put a new set of wheel trims on. I'll go into further detail shortly on the video when I take over the camera. Okay, so as I repeat, my name's Anthony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. You can contact me with any sensible questions, 0798 526 1078. This will be going on auction on eBay, strictly no reserve, no buy it now price. I'll let the market dictate. I'll take over the camera shortly, but first of all, let's get Dennis the drone up and we'll do a little bit of drone footage. Thanks for that, Dennis. Okay, let's go inside. So first of all, just a slow span round. So it's the Amethyst model, so you've got the side dinette configuration and the large opposing sofa. This one's actually got the 4-berth configuration. So this panel here, I've done some pictures, but this panel just folds forward onto here, and there's cushions behind there to make a mattress, and that makes quite a sizable upstairs double bed area, really. That's just me floor covers to keep the mud off the carpets. So yeah, what I was saying about the mileage, it's showing 22,000. I'll do a picture of showing you all the MOT mileages from those there, and everything checks up. The gearbox is so tight, and it drives so well, it just must be the mileage. If you just look at the steering wheel, that's normally a clue, and all the grain is nice, so that would not suggest high mileage. Not much wear on the seats. Dashboard's nice. Oh, last owner's left you some data. It's quite handy to know. We just have a quick look at the paperwork. So we've got plenty of bits and bobs, but unfortunately no service history. There's a couple of invoices from past garages. There's the MOT that I've just had carried out. Ah, here we go. Fuel. So that was the leak of fuel that needed nipping up. Battery insecure. So that's been sorted. And a tyre. We've got the new MOT. So here's what I've just had carried out. Full rebuild, a mechanical hybrid Bosch injection pump to replace epic unit. Wow, £1,200. Supplying pit, cam belt, oil filters, labour, new clutch kit, new crankshaft main rear seal. Oh, I didn't know they did that, but they did that obviously while it was all stripped down. So that's all carried out and under guarantee. In fact, on this occasion, I know it's going to be an eBay auction. I'm going to put my name to this. I'm happy to carry out, supply you rather, a 3 months total warranty. So that's all your workings inside, your mechanicals, your fridge. Yeah, a total 3 month warranty I will include in this. I'm that confident of it. And I will even do a 12 months warranty on the engine and gearbox and write that on the receipt or bill of sale upon delivery or collection. I will even include a free delivery anywhere in the United Kingdom. I can't be any further or confident than that. Even all the blinds are working. Fly nets. 25 years old and just as it should be. Okay. We'll just get the control panel. Famous Autosleeper. Very straightforward control panel. On and off. Oh, and I've just put you 2 new batteries on. So you've had a new engine battery and a new leisure battery. So, as regards to using it as it was intended, it wants for nothing, just a new owner. It's as straightforward as that. All the hobs are working. See if I can get one working. It's a bit tricky with holding. There you go. The igniter system, by the way, works on the hobs, as you can see there, but it doesn't work on the grill and oven. Grill and oven are working out nice and safe, no problems, but you just need good old-fashioned lighter for the grill. Nice and clean. As regards the gas safety check, that checked out. So it's had a new gas hose pipe and regulator to conform to the latest gas safety regulations, and that's why it's had a new habitation certificate issued. Paperwork. I've just misplaced the logbook. As I say, it's in my next door neighbour's name. We've got the new keeper supplement, so I'll just update the listing over the next 10 days. I'm sure I'll find it, but we've got the new keeper supplement, so it can be taxed for the new keeper, and we can get a new logbook in the new owner's name, so that's no problem. Typical Autosleeper quality fixtures and fittings. Not much detrimental or negative to show you really inside. I've just got a couple of things to show you, but when you consider it's 25 years old, everything works as it should. The freezer's getting nice and cold. It works in all the 3 ways, 12 volt when you're driving, mains, as well as on the gas. You've even got access to the gas cupboard from the inside or the outside. Oh, it's got a cupboard under there, I forgot to picture that. That's just access to another override for the gas. On the another lovely little cubby holes. Carver fire, that works on gas. That noise is because I've not switched the pump off. Let's just go and operate in the bathroom, and then I'll switch the pump off. So pull down. And there's the new tap system that's been fitted. There we go. Let's see if we can get the shower working again. Not the easiest thing with a camera. There we go. Tricky with one hand again. Toilet, that's all been sanitised. Shower tray, no cracks. Everything checking out as it should do. Let's switch the water pump off. Oh, it's got an electric step this, I think, as well, yes. Yeah. It's all working. So the other bit to mention on the interior is just this mark, very strange. Now that's under the window that was made solid. Whether that, my best guess is a pet or a child has done something and someone's tried to scrub a stain off. I do not know, but all that is nice and solid. I repeat, there's no water ingress, so I'm not quite sure why it's threadbare. Someone, I think, has tried to remove a stain. You'd probably cut a few of those strands off and make it a lot prettier. But that's there underneath the TV booster and out of sight. But I do like to show everything as it should be. Okay, so inside there's no water ingress. As I say, I initially took this in 18 months ago. So there's no smells, no water ingress. We damp tested it upon arrival 18 months ago, and obviously it's just been checked out again. There's just a couple of things to note. I'm not sure what's happened up here. Whether it's been condensation or something, or there has been a past problem, but there's nothing. Everything's solid. The wood here, the roof. Now I've just, with a little bit of wire wool, can you see, I've just taken that back. So that wouldn't take much to get rid of that stain, but I'm leaving it there. I like to show things as it is, and there's a tiny little line there, but that's about it. Just creeping there, but bone dry. All the panels are nice, there's no problem. I'll say it's still checked out with a habitation certificate, and I am happy to put my name to it. On this side, you've just got a tiny little bit there, and a little bit here, but it's Autosleeper, it's wood, it's not MDF, so it's solid wood, so it wouldn't take much depending on your fussiness levels or standards. It wouldn't take much to bring that back to its former glory. Okay, so you've got the Carver control panel there. You've got the two forward facing rear seat belts, nice feature. This table comes up now. I can see a previous owner, I don't know what's gone on here, just on the floor, again being ridiculously fussy. I'd officially put a mat over there, but I like to show everything as it is. It's got 4 little holes. I would suggest 4 little self-tappers have been in there, so I'm not quite sure what's been bolted to the floor there. All the drawers come out. That's a panel. Lovely storage area. The original curtains. Everything folds up as it should do. Got the TV, aerial socket, 12 volt supply, 240 main supply. Again, you've got fly nets to all the windows, as well as blackout blinds all working. So these are the two lamps that are pinched for another Autosleeper that was going out. What the problem has been the last year in the pandemic, not only has the demand been high, the parts have been in low supply for a few reasons. One is the obvious that everybody's been getting the camper vans and caravans ready. You've also had factories on shutdown, and we've had the dreaded B word, the Brexit word. So that's been affecting supply chains as well. So I had to pinch a few bits off this, but they've all been replaced now and upgraded. Okay, that's about it. Just give you a quick walk round outside. So this is a 1996 Autosleeper Amethyst. It's had 12 owners. It's showing 22,000 miles, and there's no reason to disbelieve that. Feel free to check up the MOT history. It's all free information online. November 752, Mike Tango November. I've just had a new MOT carried out with no advisories. At Christmas gone, it had the clutch, fuel pump, major service. Last week, it's just had a full habitation service carried out after the lights were reinserted and the bathroom taps fitted, and everything checks out. So my name's Anthony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. 0798 526 1078. I'll be happy to answer any sensible questions, and make no mistake, this will be on sale with no reserve, and I will include a 3 months total warranty, 12 months on the engine and gearbox, and a free delivery anywhere in the country. All I require is a £500 deposit, and then I'll deliver it anywhere personally and get the train back. I'm that confident. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your bidding.